Hi lovelies, I've just asked Hubsy what he thinks of my makeup. What do you think, babe? What do you think I've done here? This is...
You look like a two-faced.
Should be easy to work out. So this
One
is...
half looks beautiful.
This is what you're trying to say, this half is ugly. That's offensive. What if I decided to do my makeup like this one day? So we'll say this is Amina and this is Amina's evil twin sister. Amira? That was actually what my parents were going to name me. So yeah, we'll say that Amira has come back with a vengeance to wreak havoc upon my face. This is a video where I'm going to be sharing with you, obviously in a really exaggerated way, the common mistakes that I'm sure most of us have made at some point of this relationship that we have with makeup. I know I have. Yes, we have all made these mistakes. Have I got lipstick on my teeth? I feel like I've got lipstick on my teeth. All right, I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. In the beginning, there were brows. Too much of a brow for some. So let's say hello to Amira, my evil twin stepsister, and Amina, me. Amira is, of course, going in way too heavy-handed with this pencil, pressing down really hard and making somewhat of a caterpillar brow, whereas the right way to do it is to build slowly. It's all about building and blending, and although I am only using my Ardea brow fibre on the left, you can mix up products. I do sometimes do an outline of the brow with a powder, a softer sort of colour around the edge there. Amira is not getting the idea. No blending. It's painful to watch. Okay, now let's get onto the eyes. Now Amina there is laying down a base sensibly, taking some time with it, making sure that the pigmentation on the eye is blotted out before moving on, whereas Amira just goes in straight into the shadow, which by the way is from the Naked eyeshadow palette by Urban Decay. It is the shade Buck. As you can see, it's taking ages to build up the colour to the desired effect, which is that it's nicely blended out towards the edge. It's just very difficult when you don't have a base laid down to figure out, especially brown colours, where they start and end if your eyelids are pigmented like mine. Okay, now again we're going to see this demonstration of way too much, way too quickly with not enough blending in between. So on the right there, Amira is just going in heavy-handed again with the eyeshadow, not blending enough, and then she goes straight into the pigment without laying down a base. Now on the left there, I could have laid down another base before applying this shimmery eyeshadow. I haven't done that because I wanted a soft look. However, if you go for pigments, as you can see on the right there, the pigment will just start to drop off, fall all over the place, you know, mix in with the base. It just makes a massive mess when you don't lay down a proper base before applying a pigment. On the right there, Amira is using a brush that is far too big for the space that is being covered. All right, wing eyeliner. Wing eyeliner. So much can go right and yet so much can go wrong when doing a wing eyeliner. I say start off slow and build the thickness of your wing just to make sure that there are no mistakes. Now Amira actually goes in and starts off really well, so you get a nice wing, a nice strong wing. It's not too bad. It's when you start adding to it to make it look more even, which is inevitably going to happen anyway. That's why I start off slow. And that's when things start to go topsy-turvy, and then trying to get a sharper wing and you end up with a blunt edge. It's just going horribly wrong. Instead of being precise and sticking to the lower waterline, it's smudged outside. Again, the brush being used to apply the eyeshadow under the lower waterline is far too big on the right there. Take it slow and take your time. All right, for lashes, Amina there is doing the right thing. She's curling the lashes first, applying a little bit of mascara. Amira there is just jumping straight into the falsies. You never want to do that because, as you will see in a moment, your real lashes will just stick out on the bottom, especially if they face downwards like mine. You'll be able to see 2 rows of lashes. Amira has not applied to the roots of the lashes. The right thing to do is to apply as close to the root of the lash as possible. Again, with the base, what you're going to see is way too much, way too quickly, and the worst mistake that we have all done. In all fairness, I don't really blame us for picking wrong foundation shades because it can be really difficult if you're a brown girl / woman of colour. It can be really, really difficult to find the right foundation shade. On the right there, what Amira has done is to match the foundation shade to the lightest part of her face instead of going for an in-between shade that lies in between the lightest and the darkest parts of the face. I find that kind of guide works best when trying to match a foundation shade. With the concealer, you can see Amira has gone in way too heavy-handed again. The key is to add a little bit of concealer, blend it out, add more on top instead of adding far too much and then not blending out the edge. No! Although I have been guilty of doing that too, so it's alright, Amira, we've all been there. Same with the contour, although with the contour I wanted to show you guys what can happen when you go for the wrong tone of contour. The idea behind contouring is to mimic shadows, so the contour colour has to be a neutral colour. On the right there you can see the colour is way too orange. Of course it's heavy-handed as well, but the tone of it is just wrong. If it had been more of a neutral shadow toned colour, that would have worked better even when going heavy-handed, because you can go for a strong contour. I actually like a strong contour sometimes. It's just the wrong tone altogether. Again, with blush, I'm building up really slowly on the left there to make sure I don't overdo it. And on the right, Amira has just gone for the apple of the cheek. She's just not messing around there. She's gone in straight for the apple of the cheek, instead of building up slowly to give a more blended out gradient sort of blush effect. I could have actually gone a little bit stronger on the left there. I think I just really wanted to illustrate a bigger difference between the two sides, but you can actually go a lot stronger than the left there and still look pretty good, as long as it's well blended. Okay, for the lips, as you can see, Amira is not lining the lips first. I find that with liquid lipstick, you don't always have to line, but I have done here just to show you how much easier it is to follow a guide by lining the lips. Whereas on the right there, especially with a creamy lipstick like the one that you see, it is so easy for the lipstick to get messy, to go off the lips, to bleed onto the teeth. Okay, that's it. This is the finished look. So this is the final look, my lovelies. What do you think? This entire face is very work appropriate. You know, you just want to strut into the office, look your boss in the eye with this side of your face and say, hey, let's talk about that raise. I hope that you guys found this video useful, enjoyable, entertaining. I will link for you another video that I did with my 3 boys. We did a 3 guys and a makeup tutorial video where I did makeup and then the guys narrated it as well as they could with very, very limited knowledge of makeup. So I will link that in the window to my right. Click on that if you'd like to go and watch that video. Give me a thumbs up on this one. Let me know on that video as well what other kinds of makeup looks or makeup kinds of videos that you want to see, whether they be entertaining ones or serious ones, informative ones, whatever you guys want to see, let me know and I shall see what I can put together for you. So thank you so much for watching today. I will catch you very soon in my next video, my lovelies. Take care. Toodles.